Thank you for all the blessings and graces bestowed upon us. Thank you for keeping us safe. We pray your advance as we gather today for our faith. Give us wisdom to understand beyond words, strength to overcome our weaknesses, and patience to endure the challenges we experience on the way through. Continue to bless us with gratitude in our hearts, so that we may always see the greatness of your grace, and find the inspiration to perform our duties with our utmost dedication. Father, we commit this day to you and ask you to inform us.
Once again, good morning to the members of the Council of Awards Committee, Engineer Mario Santos, Chief of Planning and Division, Engineer Gerald Pereira, Assistant Chief of the Construction Division, Attorney Annie Duran, Chief of the Administrative Division, who is joining late by Zoom, to our presenters, the Technical Working Group, to the Procurement Unit, Secretariat, led by Engineer Jasmine Pablo, to our presenters, and to everyone who is watching today's video conference via YouTube channel of the DPWH Regional Office 9 Procurement Livestream. Welcome to the preview conference for various infrastructure projects to be implemented by the DPWH Regional Office 9. For the record, today is October 21, 2024. And for our attendance, may I call on Ms. G to do the roll call.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Madam Doctor. We would like to acknowledge the presence of the following for the pre conference for various different projects. For our local site, present are the regional bank members, headed by our bank chairperson, Attorney Gregory B. of the Alpha Audit, our bank vice chairperson, Engineer Pio Mario Ilamas Santos. For our legal bank members, we have Engineer General R. Pereira and Attorney Alan Sugulan, who is already by Zoom, live by Zoom. For our presenters, our back to the Brgy, we have Shantin P. Romano, Engineer Shantin P. Romano, Engineer Franklin Andres, Engineer James Lincoln Delfino, and Engineer Lydia A. Cabral. We would also like to acknowledge the members of the Procurement Unit, headed by Engineer Jasmine J. Pablo. For our contractor side, we have Majda Construction, represented by Ms. Marilyn De La Cruz and Ms. Gina Rose Francisco. That's all, Madam Doctor.
Thank you, Ms. G. Considering that majority of the members of the board are present today, for this hearing here, we will now proceed to our calendar and procurement activity for today. For our agenda, we have a brief presentation of the basic contract data, questions or comments from our readers, as well as the replies of the BAC and other representatives of the procuring entity. We have other matters, and lastly, summary of proceedings, including supplemental or pre-period distribution. We will now proceed to the brief presentation of the basic contract data.
Good morning. I'm Engineer Christian Cabral and I'm presenting. To start off with 24J00278, implementation and monitoring of PAMANA project, cooperating of multi-purpose building in Sampinit, Basilan. Next. So for this project, the appropriation is 10 billion with the ABC as shown. Total project duration 150 calendar days, and source of funds as shown, and desirable starting date and mode of implementation is as shown. These are the items we have for the facilities and other general requirements. And civil, mechanical, electrical, and sanitary plumbing works as shown also, as well as for the finishing and other civil works, the items and the quantities as shown.
The same also with the structural steel and finishes, as well for the sanitary works as shown here. We also have for our electrical and mechanical works for the items as shown. And lastly, we also have minimum equipment requirements, our backhoe, dump truck, vehicle tractor, and the items are as shown. We also have for our technical personnel required, uh, we have the project manager, accredited project engineer, accredited materials engineer. The number and the number of years of experience are as shown. Moving on to the next project, 24J00279, implementation and monitoring of PAMANA project, construction of water system level 2 at Barangay Kagay, Sulu. For this project, the appropriation is 10 million with the following ABC as shown. Project duration is 180 calendar days and the other source of funds, starting date, and mode of implementation by contract. For this project, we have the facilities, other general requirements, civil works and others are shown, as well as for the other works like masonry works, structural steel, and roofing and framing works as shown. For the painting and electrical works, mechanical works, the quantities are as shown. For our minimum equipment requirements, the capacity and the total numbers are as shown. For our technical personnel required, the project manager, number of project manager 1 with 5 years of experience, and other technical personnel are as shown. Our next project, 24G00280, implementation and monitoring of PAMANA project, construction of water system level 2, Sitio, Teggep, Barangay Masola, Sampinit complex at Isabela City, Basilan. For the project description, 10 million is the appropriation, while the ABC is 9,093,000. Project duration 180 calendar days, and source of funds GOPC1 2024. Next. The items are as shown. We also have for other items as shown. Painting, electrical works, mechanical works are as shown. For our minimum equipment requirements, we have our backhoe for 80 cubic meter, only one needed, and other equipment are as shown on the screen. For our technical personnel required, we need one project manager with 5 years of experience, accredited project engineer 1 with 5 years also, and other personnel as shown on the screen. Moving on for our next project, 25J00006, with a project title Construction or Rehabilitation of Flood Mitigation. Facilities with major rivers, basins, and principal rivers. Construction of flood control structure along Tumaga River, Guiwan to Tugbungan section. Package 3 located at Barangay Guiwan and Barangay Tugbungan, Zamboanga City, Zamboanga, Masola. We have our project description. The appropriation is worth 166,277,000 with the following ABC as shown, station limits, net length, and other description. We have for our items, the facilities, requirements, reinforced concrete, flood and river control drainage are as shown. Moving on to our minimum equipment requirements, the description, the capacity, and the total number are shown. And to our technical personnel required, The description for personnel and number as well as number of years are shown. And we have our next project, 25G00007, construction or rehabilitation of flood mitigation facilities within major rivers, basins, and principal rivers. Construction of flood control structure along Tumaga River, Guiwan section. Package 2, Barangay Guiwan, Zamboanga City, Zamboanga Luzon. For the project description, 200 million is the appropriation with the ABC as shown. Duration and number of days are as shown. For our description, the unit and the quantity is as shown. And minimum equipment requirements, the description and the capacity of the equipment and its total are shown. And for the technical personnel required, we have the following: the project manager, accredited project engineer, accredited materials engineer, and the number of personnel and number of years are shown. Next is 25G00008, construction or rehabilitation of flood mitigation facilities within major river basins and principal rivers. Construction of flood control structure along Tumaga River, the Tugbungan section, package 2 at Barangay Tugbungan and Barangay Tutuan, Zamboanga City, Zamboanga Luzon. For our appropriation, his work is 200 million with the following ABC and station limits network as shown. We have our description and its unit and quantity as shown. Next is the minimum equipment requirements. We have the description for the equipment, its capacity, and total as shown. Moving on for our technical personnel required. The number of personnel and their number of years are shown. Next project is 25.
Good morning, everyone. I'm contribution to Tumaga. Today, the mission project ID for 25J0070. Preventive maintenance, primary roads, Marika Highway, Kagay City to Zamboanga City Road. Kilometer 6067 plus 516, 2 kilometers 6067 plus 891. For the project description, appropriation 34,921,000, ABC 33,698,765. Station limits kilometer 6067 plus 516, 2 kilometers 667 plus 891. Net length 375 linear meter, 2.25 kilometer. Total project duration 92 calendar days. Number of predetermined 14 calendar days. Unworkable days 9 calendar days. Source of funds GOPCY 2025. Desirable starting date upon approval. Mode of implementation by contract. For the items involved, item number, description. Part 3, other general requirements. Part 3, surface courses. Part H, miscellaneous structures. For the minimum equipment requirements, as shown. For the technical personnel required, project manager 1, accredited project engineer 1, accredited materials engineer 1, geometric control 1, foreman 1, materials lab tech 1, safety officer 1, mason 10, carpenter 6, labor skilled 10, laborers unskilled 3.
My name is Franklin Testa. For the next project is 25J0018. Preventive maintenance, primary roads, Marika Highway, Lana Pagadian sa Bawang City. 1657 plus 207 to kilometer 1659 plus 750. For the project description of operation, 142.079 million, EBC 137,106,235 pesos. Station limits, kilometer 57 plus 47, 2 kilometers 69 plus 72. Net debt is 2,141.0 meters. Total project duration 160 calendar days. Number of determined before calendar days. Number 16. First of all, DPWH 2025. Starting date upon approval and implementation. For the items of work on board, for Part A and Part B are the general requirements. Part E surface course, Part H facility structure. For the minimum equipment requirements are shown, and the minimum technical personnel required.
Good morning. I am Nathan Latino. The project identified video 00031, preventive maintenance primary roads, Marley Highway, Lanao, Pagadian, Zamboanga City Road, Station 1801 on City 1801 with the appropriation of 13.155 million, ABC 12.624.75 million, station limits as shown, with a net length of 402 linear meters, total project duration 55 calendar days, number of intermediate calendar days, unworkable days 5 calendar days, first of all, GOPC 2025, desirable rate upon approval motor notation. Items in both Part A, facilities for the engineers, Part B, other general requirements, Part E, surface courses, Part H, installations. Minimum equipment requirements are shown, and the technical personnel required are shown.
For the project ID 25J00070, Asset Preservation Program, Preventive Maintenance, Primary Roads, Barangay Highway, Lanao, Pagadian, Zamboanga City Road, kilometer 1840 plus 064, 2 kilometers 1842 plus 000, kilometer 1843 plus 00, 2 kilometer 1843 plus 200, kilometer 1843 plus 221, 2 kilometer 1843 plus 455, kilometer 1848 plus 000, 2 kilometer 1848 plus 658. For the project description, appropriation 138,185,000 pesos. ABC 133,348,505 pesos. Station limits as shown. Net length 3,772.86 linear meter, 6.88 kilometers. Total project duration 159 calendar days. Number of predetermined 24 calendar days. Unworkable days 16 calendar days. Source of funds GOPC 2025. Desirable starting date upon approval. Mode of implementation by contract. For the items involved, Part A, facilities for engineers. Part B, other general requirements. Part C, the earthworks. Part D, sub-base and base courses. Part E, surface courses. Part H, miscellaneous structures. For the minimum equipment requirements as shown on the screen. For the technical personnel required, description, the number, as well as number of years experience in sales position as shown.
For the next project with the ID 25J000098, rehabilitation, completion of quality assurance and hydrology or 2AHD, laboratory building at DPWH Region 9, Veterans Avenue Extension, Tetuan, Zamboanga City. For the project description, the appropriation is 20 million with ABC 19,930,000. Total project duration is 180 calendar days with GOP CY 2025 as source of funds. Desirable date upon Upon approval, and all implementation is by contract. Next, for the item, Part A, facilities for the engineer. Part B, other general requirements. Part E is finishing and other civil works. And Part F is electrical works. And lastly, there's also mechanical works for Part G. For our minimum equipment requirements, the description, capacity, and total are as shown. With the technical personnel required also as shown.
For the next project, 25BL01%. Building maintenance primarily owns Marnie Kahari, Nanong Pagdayan sa Bawang Sitio. Kilometer 1807 plus 493 to kilometer 1809 plus 313. Kilometer 1809 plus 400 to kilometer 1809 plus 500. Kilometer 1810 plus 460 to kilometer 1810 plus 836. For the project description, appropriation 87.039 million. ABC 83 million 952,635. Station limits as shown. Net lead 2,286.5 million. Total project duration 133 calendar days. Number predetermined 20 calendar days. Amortable 13 calendar days. Source of fund GOTCY 2025. Starting date upon approval implementation by government. For the items of work, facility part E, facilities for the engineer, part B, part C, earthworks, sub-basic base course, base course, and miscellaneous stuff. For the minimum requirements of serving the scheme, and the minimum technical personnel required.
That will be all for the brief presentation of the contract data. We now move on to our next agenda. We have any comment or discuss questions from our interested viewers. Next. Hearing none, we will now proceed to summary proceedings. Any change with respect to the, please inform that any change with respect to the list of data earlier presented shall be covered by a supplemental or during distribution by the map, and which shall be posted to the pages of the DPWH website. The tentative date for the opening of bids is indicated in the instruction figures. And further instruction, for any further queries regarding the contract earlier mentioned, we may proceed with the PPD or the Office of the Procurement. On behalf of the members of the Business Hours Committee, I would like to extend my gratitude to our presenters, to Engineer Christian Hardy Cabral, to Engineer Romano Shantin, to Engineer Franklin Andres, and of course to Engineer James Clinton Delvino. Thank you for the hard work and for the support of the Business Hours Committee, to the Procurement and Secretariat headed by Engineer Jasmine Pablo, and to everyone who is watching today's opening bids, today's briefing conference. The briefing conference is now adjourned. Happy.